Hello viewers, today I'm gonna read about Jacobean Age and Caroline Age. Jacobean Age 1603 to 1625. The age is named after James I, who reigned over England from 1603 to 1625. The word Jacobean is derived from Jacobus, the Latin version of James. Some historians like to call the last 5 years of this age as a part of another age, which they call the Puritan Age, which spans from 1620 to 1660. They call it so because between 1620 and 1660, Puritanism became the driving force in life and literature of England. The important facts which influenced the literature of this period are: number 1, colonial territories were expanded. Number 2, religious conflict that subsided in the Elizabethan age revived in this period. Protestants were divided into 3 sects: Anglicans, Presbyterians, and Puritans. Number 3, Renaissance influence continued. Number 4, Scotland was brought under the rule of the King of England. Major writers of the period and their major works. Shakespeare, who had started writing in the Elizabethan period, wrote 12 serious plays in this period. Those plays are: 1. Measure for Measure 1604, 2. Othello 1604, 3. Macbeth 1605, 4. King Lear 1605, 5. Antony and Cleopatra 1606, 6. Coriolanus 1606, 7. Timon of Athens unfinished 1608. Number 8. Pericles in part 1608. Number 9. Cymbeline 1609. Number 10. The Winter's Tale 1610. 11. The Tempest 1611. 12. Henry VIII in part 1630. Though Shakespeare wrote these serious plays in the Jacobean age, he is called an Elizabethan dramatist and never the Jacobean. The period 1590 to 1660, in which he wrote his plays, is also called Shakespearean age. Ben Jonson, who had started writing in the Elizabethan period, wrote his famous plays in this period: Walpole 1605, The Silent Woman 1609, The Alchemist 1610. Francis Bacon continued writing in this period: Advancement of Learning 1605, Novum Organum 1620. Some new essays were added to the new edition of his essays 1625. King James I, known as the Wisest Fool, instituted the translation of the Bible into English in 1611. The Authorized King James Bible appears in 1611 and its language became the benchmark of English language. John Webster 1580 to 1625, he wrote The White Devil in 1612, The Duchess of Malfi in 1614. Cyril Tourneur 1575 to 1626, The Revenger's Tragedy and The Athlete's Tragedy were written by him. John Brown 1572 to 1631 and George Herbert 1593 to 1633, the metaphysical poets started writing in this period. Main literary features of the age. Number 1, the elegance and felicity of Elizabethan verse disappear. Number 2, the Platonic idealism, which had been the main spirit of the Elizabethan era, almost dies out. Number 3, Renaissance spirit still remains the main influence. Number 4, drama continues to dominate the literary scene. Number 5, classical rules of drama are maintained by Ben Jonson. Number 6, poetry takes a new and startling turn. Number 7, Decadence of art begins. Number 8. English language develops further. Number 9. Mosque is innovated. Number 10. Satiric art begins. Caroline Age. This age is named after Charles I, who reigned over England from 1625 to 1649. Caroline is derived from Carolus, the Latin version of Charles. This age is also a part of the Puritan Age, 1620 to 1660. The important facts which influenced the literature of this period are: Number 1. There was a civil war between Cavaliers and Roundheads. Those who supported the king were called Cavaliers. Most of them were lords and their dependents. Roundheads were those who supported Parliament. Most of them were Puritans. A group of lyric poets associated with the Cavaliers are called Cavalier poets. Richard Lovelace, Sir John Suckling, Robert Herrick, and Thomas Carew were the members of this group. These poets are also called Sons of Ben, as they were the admirers and followers of Ben Jonson. Their poems are trivial, gay, witty, and often licentious. Number 2. In 1642, English theatre was officially closed. On 14 June 1643, licensing order for printing was passed. Number 3. The Cavaliers were defeated. The king was caught and publicly beheaded on 13th January 1649. His death marked the dissolution of monarchy for the time being. Number 4. English colonies were further expanded. Number 5. Oliver Cromwell emerged as a Puritan leader and came to power in 1649. Major writers of the period and their major works. Donne and Herbert continued writing their metaphysical poetry. Henry Vaughan, 1629–95, and Andrew Marvell, 1621 to 1678, also wrote metaphysical poetry. John Milton, 1608 to 74, he wrote Comus, 1634, Lycidas, 1637, Of Education, 1644, Areopagitica in 1644. Main literary features of the age. Number 1. Drama declines significantly. Number 2. Literature reflects the revival of moral and intellectual awakening. Number 3. Elizabethan enthusiasm and national spirit disappear. Number 4. Literary scenario is overshadowed by gloom and pessimism. Number 5. Critical and intellectual spirit replaces natural outpouring of heart. Number 6. Renaissance influence continues. Number 7. 3 types of poetry appear: Puritan poetry, metaphysical poetry, and Cavalier poetry. Number 8. Cavalier poets appear and disappear. They are straightforward, erotic, short poems with the motto Carpe Diem disappear with them. Number 9. Sermons, pamphlets, history, and philosophy are written in prose. Thanks for today. In the next video, we'll read about Commonwealth period.